I've discussed QAnon before, and I've registered my general um, skepticism of Q and QAnon, while at the same time um, not wanting to come across as some kind of contemptuous snob when it came to people who believed in Q or thought that Q was real, because it seemed to me that most of the people who were pro Q or who were following Q or taking their cues from Q were generally good people, and they were people who were aware of the same problem that I was aware of, which is a high level wrongdoing, terrible wrongdoing by those in the high echelons of power. And so I was aware, and I've been aware of pedogate for years and years. So the notion of Q was that Trump was a white hat. He was a good guy, or he was affiliated with the good guys, and they were behind the scenes. They were taking down the pedophiles in high places. They were there were all of these sealed indictments. The excitement was mounting. Oh, look at all these sealed indictments that are being put forward. Pretty soon they're going to be they're going to break them open, and there's going to be mass arrests of all these awful people doing these awful things to children. And eventually that would happen. Well, here's what I have to say. I said I was skeptical of Q, but I was friendly towards Q at the same time, and I was really it irked me when people who were on the side of exposing pedogate. It irked me when they would go off on Q people and call them Q-tards and stuff like that, because it just seemed, well, number one, it seemed mean, and number two, it seemed counterproductive. Again, most of these people I think are good-hearted people. Whether they're naive, whether they ought to have known better, that's a different question. But I was more inclined to just go easy on them because we were on the same side. We are on the same side as far as all this goes. Here's the thing, though. It appears that President Donald Trump will be president for a little bit more than a month, and then will cease to be president. I'm recording this video on the day of the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, December 12th. So between now and January 20th, here's what I've got to say. If Trump is what Q claims Trump is, what the hell does he have to lose now? If he's going to be gone anyway, he'd better, start breaking open those sealed indictments, start, commence with these mass arrests that have been pending for so long, that the Q boards have been telling us, just sit back and wait and see. It's coming. It's coming. Well, it better happen now, because between now and January 20th, the window is closing. Okay. And if it doesn't happen between now and January 20th, then we will know that QAnon was not for real. We will know that it was some kind of LARP, whether it was done. We will know that it was based on a set of propositions that turned out to be untrue. Because the whole thing with QAnon, as I understood it, was, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Just wait, just sit back. You're going to see this great awakening take place, and mass arrests and these high level perverts, they're all going down. One of the things that I guess was that I didn't care for about Q was that it did seem overtly partisan, whereas I don't think Pedogate is partisan at all. What first got me knowledgeable about Pedogate was the Franklin scandal. That the Franklin scandal pretty much all involved conservative Republicans, not rhino Republicans, but Republicans who were supposedly conservative, family value Republicans. That's who gets indicted in the Franklin scandal. And that was back in the 80s. But I'm just thinking, if this stuff is happening, and I believe it is, then it's not a partisan thing. It's not about one party or another party. Anyway, that's just an aside. But here's what I will say: if Q is true, then between now, December 12th, 2020, and January 20th, 2021, when Trump leaves office, he had fucking better, what's the term to use here? He'd better flip that switch. He'd better unleash this thing that the Q board was always saying was about to be unleashed. That had better happen between now and January 20th. And if January 20th comes and things are still pretty much the same as they have been, as far as this goes for the last 4 years or so, and no one is exposed, no one goes down, none of these high-level people that we strongly suspect to be guilty of heinous crimes against the innocent, nothing happens to them. They're still safe and sound. Come January 20th, 2021, then we will know that QAnon was fake. But I'm not going to say right now that it absolutely positively can't be true, because if something happens between now and January 20th, 2021, then I guess we'll know that it was real. But time is running out. The window is closing. So you better get it done, Q, or else we will know that you are a fraud. Thanks for watching. My name's Andy Nowicki. You can check out my work at altrightnovelist.com.